So as we all know by now, Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler at UFC 303 is officially off. Yeah, the news dropped that Conor McGregor has apparently got an injury. Now, over the last few days, stuff has came out about that, talking about the injury, and according to Ariel Helwani, who I will hold my hands up, I did say the guy had no fucking idea what he was on about when he kept saying, oh, the vibes aren't right about the fight. I thought the guy was just talking shit, but Ariel Helwani's him, and he ended up knowing his stuff. So apparently Conor McGregor's injury is not severe, and he will likely return August or September. Now, there's one card in particular that I feel like they should make this fight on, and that is a Sphere event. I mean, Dana White, I think, has seen a thing today saying they've spent like 17 million on this event already. Like, if it's not Conor headlining that card, yous are not getting anywhere near that amount of money back. Regardless of who you have, if it's Adesanya, John Jones, Sean O'Malley, the only guy that's really going to help bring back some of that money is Conor McGregor. So that's the card I think they should have it on. If not, ideally, I would love for them just to make a fucking pay-per-view event, have it in Dublin, and have a main event there. But yeah, it is shit. Now, in my opinion, this is the new main event. You've got Alex Pereira, Jiří Prochazka too. Now, I've seen a lot of people saying, why is Magomed Ankalaev not getting the fight? Well, Magomed Ankalaev, for some reason, feels like he's the champ, and it's the Alex Pereira fight him in Abu Dhabi in October. Doesn't happen. You don't call the shots. Also, he's not the number one contender in the division. That is Jiří Prochazka. So, of course, they were going to go to Jiří first, considering timing-wise, it would match up for both guys. Now, I want to say this. It is shit that we are not getting to see the return of Conor McGregor. However, I feel like this new card is better. The new UFC 303 card is better in my opinion. I'll talk about that actually in a minute. But yeah, anyway, Pereira, Prochazka 2, great fight. I mean, their first fight ended in controversy in my opinion. I'm glad the rematch is happening. Now, obviously, the smartest pick here is Alex Pereira, but I think there's factors in this fight that people aren't talking about. Number one being that Pereira apparently had broken toes going into the Jamal Hill fight, and apparently broke his toes after the fight, or maybe during the fight, one of the two. After that, Pereira's kind of went on a media tour. I mean, the guy was in Australia and has just recently flown back, I think, and this fight's in, 2 weeks? So, he's out of camp. I seen another thing saying he's going to have to lose 22 pounds to be able to make the weight limit for light heavyweight. He's going to have to get over jet lag. I just feel like this short turnaround is more ideal for Jiří Prochazka, who's been training with monks. Like, Prochazka strikes me as a guy that when he went straight home from 300, he was right back in the gym working. Obviously, Pereira is the smartest pick here. I mean, he beat him. He done a good job of cutting away Jiří Prochazka's legs in the fight, which really stunted Jiří Prochazka because he does have a very unorthodox style. This time round, I mean, I picked Prochazka the last time, and I'm picking Prochazka again this time. I'm picking Jiří to KO Alex in the first round. This is a great main event, though. Then we're going to go on to another matchup that's been made. Now, Jamal Hill, I picked him to beat Alex Pereira. I backed him. He's ruined everything, though. I'm trying to keep level-headed here, but yep. Jamal Hill's ruined everything. Now, Dominic Reyes won last weekend, which really the logical fight would have been Dominic Reyes, Anthony Smith next, which everybody would have wanted to see. But for some reason, Jamal Hill has now decided to pull out of this fight. Now, granted, if you've seen his Instagram, it did look grim what the guy has, like an ACL tear or something. I don't know what the fuck he has, but anyway, Jamal Hill's out. Anthony Smith is stepping in on short notice to face Carlos Ulberg, who is also stepping in on short notice. Carlos Ulberg was filling in for Khalil Roundtree to fight Jamal Hill. Yeah, I think Hill might have been a step too soon for Carlos Ulberg. I think this is a great matchup for him. Anthony Smith is obviously coming off that first round submission over Petrino at UFC 301. Outside of that, though, Smith has looked pretty pants, to be honest, in his last few performances. Carlos Ulberg is a dangerous striker on the come up with serious finishing potential. I feel like he finishes Anthony Smith in the second round in this fight. Fair play to Anthony Smith for stepping up And fair play to Carlos Ulberg for accepting this fight. I feel like it is going to be a good fight as well, though, to be honest. This is the new co-main event. Now, I'm surprised this is the co-main event over Ian Gary versus MVP. Now, obviously, Brandon Ortega is ranked higher than what MVP or Ian Gary is, but I feel like the MVP Ian Gary fight is bigger than this. But Brandon Ortega, who's currently ranked number 3, is taking on probably the hottest prospect in the UFC right now in Diego Lopez. He's currently ranked number 14 now. Fair play to Brandon Ortega. This is a big jump up in competition for Diego Lopez. But I think this is a stylistic nightmare matchup for Brandon Ortega. Now, Ortega did come back at UFC Fight Night Mexico and beat Yair Rodriguez by submission in the 3rd round. I don't think he looked good in that fight at all. I think he looked alright in the grappling exchanges, but Yair Rodriguez is nowhere near the level of grappler like Lopez. And on the feet, he is pants. And I feel like Diego Lopez is going to finish him in the 1st round. That's just my opinion. I feel like Diego Lopez is going to butcher him on the feet. And when Ortega goes down, he's going to be able to follow up and really finish the fight with ground and pound. But yeah, overall, I think UFC 303, a shit scenario has turned in the not so shit scenario. I feel like obviously this isn't what everybody was promised and everybody wanted, but in the long run, it will be better for McGregor to sit out and heal up properly instead of fighting injured again. There's just no point in that, let's be honest. But yeah, UFC 303, let me know your opinions in the comments below. And as always, like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And I'll see you again in the next one.